Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Hoback again, and today is sunglasses day. Do you have yours on? I have mine on right now, but I would never be able to read to you with them, so I have to get my other glasses. So if Charlotte had a little teeny tiny pair of glasses, maybe she could put those on. I'm not even going to put these by her because it'd probably make her real nervous, but hopefully you have your glasses on for Wednesday, sunglasses day. Hopefully you've gotten to do some fun things already. Maybe you're saving for some stuff for the afternoon. But I have our last chapter for this week to read to you, so I'm going to take these off and put on my actual glasses so that I can read. Because otherwise that would be bad. You know how it is anymore with me. But chapter 11 is the ISAF Club. And if you don't know what that means, think about what those letters could stand for. ISAF. I somehow always forget. Sometimes I do. You know that. You help me remember things in class sometimes. But think about what those letters might stand for before we even start to read and who it might involve. Maybe it involves all of them. Some of them. Something good. Something bad. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Fudge was counting his Cheerios when Jimmy and I came down to breakfast the next day. As soon as we sat down, Sheila waltzed in wearing her fuzzy pink robe and her bunny slippers, as usual. Jimmy took one look and doubled over. Sheila poured herself a glass of juice and then made herself comfortable at the table between Buzzy Sr. and Fudge. "Good morning, sweetheart," Buzzy Sr. said, kissing her cheek. "Good morning, honey," Fudge said, kissing her other cheek. "What is this, Camp Kissy Face?" Jimmy said. "You wish," Sheila said. "Oh yeah, I really wish," Jimmy said. "Sheila's my babysitter," Fudge told Jimmy, "but maybe she's going to be my wife too." "Wife?" Jimmy said to Sheila. "Maybe," Sheila said. "Nothing's definite yet. It all depends on Mitzi," Fudge said. "Mitzi?" Jimmy asked. "She's my friend. She is Monster Spray. She's trying to get some for me, then I won't have to get married." Jimmy gave me a look, then sliced a banana into his cornflakes. "Buzzy Sr. and Grandma are best friends," Fudge continued, "but they don't sleep in the same room." "Why don't you save the morning report until after breakfast?" I said. "I can't," as he nibbled on his Cheerios, eating one little circle at a time. "I might forget." "Pass the milk, please," Jimmy said. Grandma passed it to him, and Jimmy poured some over his cereal. "Jake will roll over if you give her cheddar cheese," Fudge said, still going strong. "But if you give Tootsie cheese, she just spits it out." "Okay," I said. "That's it. Jimmy doesn't want to hear any more. Jimmy wants to have his breakfast in peace." "Wait!" Fudge shouted. "I'm not finished." "Oh, yes, you are," I told him. But does he ever listen? Does he ever listen? "Libby works at Ickles Ice Cream Parlor," he blabbed. "She puts extra sprinkles on my cone. And," he stretched out the word, making sure that he got everyone's attention, "Pete got dizzy from Izzy at the library." That did it. I reached across the table and grabbed him by the sweatshirt. "One more word and I'm going to let you have it." "Okay." He went back to counting his Cheerios. "What was that about Peter getting dizzy?" Sheila asked. "That was just a joke," I told her. "He felt like he was floating," Fudge said. I shoved back my chair and raced around the table ready to destroy him. "Grandma!" Fudge cried. "Help!" Grandma shouted. "Enough!" "Ee!" Tootsie shrieked. "Ee! Ee! Ee!" This time Grandma stood up and banged a wooden spoon against a pot. We all quieted down and ate our breakfast. Not that I was hungry anymore. When we finished, we helped Grandma clean up, and then Sheila danced across the living room in her bunny slippers singing, "He got dizzy from Izzy at the library." Mr. Frog, who had been sleeping on the couch, suddenly sat up. He looked confused. "Where am I?" he asked. "You're in Maine, Dad," Jimmy told him. "Remember, you're sleeping on the sofa in the Hatcher's living room." "You mean the Tubman's living room?" Sheila said, as she danced out the door and onto the porch. Jimmy followed her, and I followed Jimmy. No way was I going to leave the two of them alone. It was a warm, sunny morning, for a change. Everything smelled fresh and clean from last night's rain. Too bad Sheila had to spoil it with her musical act. She danced from one end of the porch to the other, singing, "Dizzy from Izzy, la-dee-da, maybe it's love, la-dee-da." "It has nothing to do with love," I told Jimmy. Fudge made the whole thing up. "Dizzy," Sheila said. "Floating? Sounds like love to me." "Yeah, Peter," Jimmy said. "It sounds like love to me, too." I've seen Izzy, Sheila told Jimmy. She's got curly hair and a fat behind. It's not fat, I shouted. If it's not fat, how come it wiggles when she walks? Sheila asked, parading across the porch. She tried to imitate Isabel, but wound up waddling like a duck instead. So when do I get to meet this Izzy? Jimmy asked. I have an idea, Sheila said. We can ride our bikes to the library this morning. I thought you have a job, I said. I thought you have to babysit Fudge. Haven't you heard? Sheila asked. Fudge is invited to Mitzi's. All I have to do is walk him over and I'm free.